Good morning, good morning, good morning out there. What's up, fam? Bam, what's going on, man? It is the homie, Mainman Mademan, stopping through off the early morning, stopping through, saying good morning to the fam, dropping a good word this morning. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Won't be here long, just sliding on through. You know what I mean? So, want to get on here this morning. Just want to chop it up a little bit because lately we've been talking a lot about Teofimo Lopez and Vasyl Lomachenko. And I noticed that through looking through my videos is that I've been covering a lot of Teofimo. I guess a star is born, right? I'm covering the star. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed that I'm kind of leaving Vasyl Lomachenko a little bit out in the cold. You know, we talked yesterday about Bob Arum, not too happy about the judging. And Julie Letterman, the daughter of Harold Letterman, guy used to, remember the guy, commentator used to work for HBO. And we covered that yesterday. And Julie Letterman is the one whose scorecard that Bob Arum got the main problem with. That's that 109, 119 scorecard. So we heard recently about that, and we kind of talked about that yesterday. But I really want to cover Vasyl Lomachenko. I didn't focus on Vasyl Lomachenko enough to really give his aftermath. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. What's up, Zeno? Good morning, family. Good morning to you, man. Good morning, Zeno. What's up off the early, man? My man, 100 grand. What's up, fam? Stormy B man up this morning. What's up, fam? Salute everybody that hear me, man. Go check out Stormy B, man. He put that work in, man. Love the channel, fam. Love the channel. You know what I'm saying? The hip hop underworld. Salute. Good morning to you, fam. Good morning to you, man. Oh, my man, last of a dying breed in the building. Good morning, fam. Good morning. Good morning to you, man. So, y'all, let's talk about Vasyl Lomachenko and what's possibly next. All right. Now, of course, the talk going around town, a word on the curb is Vasyl Lomachenko should go down in weight. He should go down in weight. Everyone's saying that 35 is too big for him, man. It's too big. The guys up there, they're too tall, they're too long. I mean, if you line them up with a Devin Haney, that's a problem right there. When you look at the numbers, the length, the reach, the height, the weight, it doesn't line up well for Vasyl Lomachenko. So he hit his third weight class and everybody telling him to go down. Funny how nobody told Bud to go down. Mike, what's up with you, man? Hey, Mike, ain't nobody tell Bud to go down. Why everybody telling Vasyl Lomachenko to go down? Mike, holler at me. Mike Pito, what's up, man? What's up, fam? Bam, what's up with you? Good morning. Good morning. But they're telling him to go down. So if we're going to play the go down game for Vasyl Lomachenko, if he has nothing left, because I still think he's still got a good chance if he can secure the fights with, say, like a Tank Davis or Ryan Garcia, which is a long shot. You know what I'm saying? I believe because they're young and they're not going to put them in there with 33-year-old Vasyl Lomachenko. If they do, they would make Vasyl Lomachenko wait even longer. So Vasyl Lomachenko will have to ask himself a question. Do I want to stay here with the young boys? The young boys, Teofimo, young boy, Ryan Garcia, young boy, Tank Davis, young boy. Do I want to stay down here with the young boys who's going to make me wait, who's going to try to age me? Or should I just go back down to 26 and go after another title? That's the golden question. Okay, let's talk about this. 126. I mean, not 26. I'm sorry, 130. He goes back down to 130. And what? What are we talking? Word on the curb, Miguel Bechelt versus Oscar Valdez going down for the WBC title at 130 pounds. What's up, Adrian? Good morning, fam. Good morning. For 130 pounds. So they're saying that Vasyl Lomachenko should interject himself into that situation. We know this is under the top rank banner as well. Valdez and Bechelt will be rumbling for top rank. So it makes perfect sense for Vasyl Lomachenko to get into that situation, right? Or just let me float this out there. What about Shakur? What about Shakur? Is it too early? Is he too green? I know Shakur got fights lined up. The way things are moving down at 126 is simple. Shakur Stevenson is going after the WBO belt. He got Jamel Herring in his sights. He really wants to face Carl Frampton. And he knows in order to get to Carl Frampton, he has to go through Jamel Herring, right? So it looks as if Shakur may be tied up. But I'm sure if Vasyl Lomachenko was to splash down into that weight class, well, they're all under the same banner. Why not? Why not feed Lomachenko to Shakur? Y'all like he ain't ready. Is it too early? Is he too green? He has a lot of the same schematics that a lot of those 35 pounders got. He's got size. He's got length. I like that fight. Is Shakur ready? Is it too early? They steered him away from Gary Russell Jr. purposely. Go ask Andre Ward about that. He'll tell you. They stirred him away from Gary Russell Jr. at 26. They said he wasn't ready. Now he's calling out Jamel Herring, who's a certified champion. He's calling out Carl Frampton, who's a certified former champion. Why not Vasyl? Why not? Of course, Bechelt and Valdez, that's cool. But I ain't trying to be funny and I ain't trying to be wrong. But I've seen Vasily Lomachenko against a lot of Mexican-style fighters. I ain't trying to be funny when I say that. Put him in there with a slick dude. Put him in there with Shakur. Let's see if Shakur ready to get his wings. It's time for these young boys to step it up. So guess what? You can make Shakur a star the same way that Teofimo just got made a star. Can Shakur get made a star? Or is it too early? Maybe I'm just wishful thinking. Let me see what the fam is talking about. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking. You know what I mean? Stormy B-Man says Loma now has Regendial problems as far as his size. I hope those shoes don't give him bunions all day because he's going to have to keep it moving, Stormy. He ain't standing in front of nobody, fam. He ain't standing in front of nobody. You know what I mean? Mike says, yo, man, it's more money at 147. Bud ain't dumb. You don't need to go down. He's not fighting nobody, but he's about to go down November 14th. I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm just saying, bro, like we always give Bud all of this trash and just trash talk. And he on his third weight class and he ain't struggling. He ain't barely eking through fights. He ain't making contentious fights. He blowing these dudes out the water on his third class. Here, Vasyl Lomachenko hit his ceiling on his third class. It ain't that easy, Mike. It ain't that easy, man. Bud just makes it look easy. You feel me, though? Good morning to the homie, Adrian Bronner, man. What's up, fam? What's up with you, man? What's up with you? He needs to wait to see what Lopez is going to do because if he vacates and move up, then belts are going to be available at 135. Great point, last of a dying breed. That is a very, very good point. Now, we know the talks of Teofimo Lopez possibly going to 140. I like that situation. Need I add? I really like that situation. I like the fact of the 135 undisputed champion moving up to face the 140 undisputed champion. I like the fact the 140 undisputed champion is thinking about going to face the 147 former 140 undisputed. I like all of that right there. I think all of that is good talk and is great for boxing. I get it. Devin Haney Nation, I know. I heard y'all. He's the real champion, whatever y'all want to say. But the fact of the matter is certain things going to take precedence over Haney if they make this happen. And I'm keeping it 100. I'd rather see Teofimo go after the undisputed champion. It's just too good for boxing. Too good to pass up. Just too good to pass up. But I'm like you, bro. If Vasyl Lomachenko would be smart to be patient with his next decision. His matchmakers are going to be looking to match him up with someone he got a better chance in there with, where they're not as tall, they're not as long. They're going to be looking what belts are available. Teofimo's next move is pivotal, because if he leaves, he vacates a whole lot of belts, and everyone's going to want those belts. So that's a great point. That's a great point, last of a dime breed. And who knows? Maybe they'll place him high in the rankings, and he'll get a shot at those belts. I like that. It's a good point, man. That's a good point. Good point. Zeno says, nah, it's not too early for Shakur. I would love that fight. I'd love that fight too, bro. Now, I do want Shakur to get through if he takes on Jamel Herring. If it comes down to that, I would like to see Shakur at least get through one really good tough test at 130 pounds. And if he can make that run for Jamel Herring's belt and he grabs that WBO title, fam, guess what, man? I think he should go straight for Vasily Lomachenko. I know he wants the Carl Frampton fight. And who knows? The Bob Arum may say that's a better route for him because he thinks Carl Frampton is beatable. Very beatable at this point in his career. But I think that if you want to make Shakur that star, if you want to give him that name, if you want to give him that lift off, you give him Vasily Lomachenko. But there's a gamble there. Vasyl can beat Shakur. Is it possible? 100%. He beat Shakur, then what does that do for Shakur? It's a gamble. It's that crossroads you come to when you got to go from a young fighter to a man. It's that crossroad. When is the right time to cross over? Is it the right time for Shakur? Is it the right time? Because if he loses right now, that can have some mean repercussions on Shakur Stevens. So it's a gamble. That's what you got to think about if you're Bob Arum. Do I want to risk my young star? It's a gamble. Either he can go south, he can go north. It can work for him like it worked for Teofimo. It can work really good for him, or it can work against him like it did for Guillermo Rigondeaux. You know what I mean? Real spill. But Jamel Herring is a piece of cake for Shakur. Yeah, I think Shakur, I'm favoring Shakur in that fight. That looks like the next fight lined up, and Shakur is calling for it. WBO has already told him he's next in line, and he wants his shot. You know what I'm saying? Says he gets his shot by January or something like that. Shakur cannot beat Lomachenko. No power. You don't think his power is good enough to keep Lomachenko honest? Teofimo Lopez did a great job at that. I don't know, man. I just think Shakur's boxing ability is looking good. He's being sharpened up by Andre Ward and Bradley and the whole crew over there. I don't know if his power is, he definitely don't know if he got that man strength yet. That's another question we got to say about Ryan Garcia. And maybe that's why he needs a little bit more time just to answer that question for sure. Maybe a Jamel Herring or a Carl Frampton would give us the answer that we need. But if Vasyl Lomachenko heads to 26, it just will be a matter of time. I mean, to 130, it will just be a matter of time before him and Shakur Stevenson will be on a head-on collision. Unless it's just the protection program going to get ran for Shakur or Vasily. Hold on, fam. Let me take a minute to just say this. Y'all thought I was playing with y'all when I asked y'all this question. What the hell is it? What the hell is it? Is it Vasyl? Is it Vasily? Is it Vasyl? I'm serious about this, fam. We need to get some clarity on this, all right? We need to stop playing and someone tell us the real deal. What is this man's name? You know what I'm saying? What is this man's name? Is it Vasyl? Is it Vaseline? Some of y'all call him Vaseline. I'm sick of playing this game. Someone need to come out and tell me exactly what this man's name really is. Is it Vasyl? Is it Vasyl? Is it Vasyl? I just wanted to stop for a second and get on that, but I just really need to know. Is it Vasyl, Vasily? Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? The hip-hop underworld says that's a risk for Loma. If he loses, there's no way back for him. But Loma is in that position, and that's another question I want to ask. Loma is in that position where he has to take risks at this point. I mean, he's 14-2. You know, the one thing that people gave credit to Lomachenko for is he covered so much ground in such a short amount of time. So his losses have bigger significance and bigger consequences because his record is small. You know what I'm saying? And he's moving so fast. One question that I have for Vasyl Lomachenko: how serious is he about the fight game? Because one thing I picked up on in the Teofimo fight, he wasn't. I don't know. He seemed a little annoyed. Was it just me? Even when in the interview, maybe I just figured that, you know, he don't want to keep having to speak American and keep having to speak English and answer questions he don't want to talk about. But he seemed a little annoyed. Seemed real short answered, real quick to the point. Didn't really want to talk much. How much love for the fight game does Vasyl Lomachenko really have is the golden question. A man with 755 amateur fights. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how much love for the fight game does he really have? He wasn't too happy about the trash talk that Teofimo was talking. It almost looked like that trash talk might have got to him. Because Teofimo been talking this talk for years. You got to understand, Vasyl Lomachenko was going up against years of criticism in that fight. I seen videos, man, from 2 years ago that Teofimo Lopez Sr. was calling out Vasyl Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so that level of trash talk, and what he faced in that year. So I'm wondering, he's seen all of that coming. He didn't like it. Oh, it may be funny how it goes in America, and maybe in America or the country you come from, you could talk like that, and you can't talk like that where I come from. He just seemed annoyed. And I'm just wondering, when you've done pretty much everything in the sport, aside from becoming totally undisputed, which he said was his biggest dream, fell short on that. But he covered so many classes. He beat so many decent names. He did so much in the sport. Some even had him #1 pound for pound. He's reached a lot of the mountaintop of boxing, made some decent money. Does he still have a love for the fight game is the golden question. I wonder that about him. It's like he looked more happy in the water fishing with a spear in his hand, you know, hunting, you know, jellyfish or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like he more happy doing that. And I'm going to be hunting. You know, on the documentaries, they showed a lot of, you know, a lot of the shoulder programming, showed a lot of stuff he does in his off time. And he just seems, in his own little world, he's the happiest dude in the world. But when he gets in front of these cameras, nah. So I wonder, how much longer does Vasily Lomachenko really want to go? And I think that's something that we need to look into. You know what I'm saying? Lopez mashed Haney. Yeah, man. A lot of talk about Lopez and Haney nowadays. You know, I know Haney fan base want that fight, and I ain't mad at them. I totally understand why they want that fight. The question is, if you match Devin Haney up against the 140 situation, I take the 140 situation. I got fam in the building. Salute to the homie, Supreme Beast, Boxing Talk. Salute, fam. DMV in the building. Everybody that hears the sound of my voice. You want to be entertained? You want to be entertained? Go check out the fam, man. Check out Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Not only is he dropping knowledge, but they doing it in an entertaining way. Real spill, man. Y'all will be thoroughly entertained. Mike, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Is he the real champion with one belt? Stop. He is the real champion with one belt. Who you talking about? You talking about Bud? I think you must be talking about Bud. Real champion with one belt. Yeah, he the real champion with one belt. What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? We need Berlanga versus Benavidez now. I love that fight. I'm dying to see how that situation with Benavidez is going to play out, bro. Vacant title right there. That WBC title is still vacant. Anthony Yildirim is still doing his shot. Haven't heard anything about the WBC granting Benavidez the okay. Where's he going to go? Is he going to go to 75? What are he going to do? So I like that Berlanga and Benavidez, but Berlanga, give him one or two more, man. One or two more. Muhammad Ali, good morning, fam. What's up with you, man? Good morning. Good morning, Bruce. What's up? Good morning, fam. What's up? Press the thumbs up for the boy, Mainman Mademan all day. Good morning, Bruce Goes. Good morning to the fam, man. Good morning to my brother, World McCray is up this morning. What's up, man? Everybody up early, man. Okay, that's what it is, man. He says, man, I got Benavidez beating Berlanga. I ain't got many people beating Benavidez, bro. I just think that Benavidez is the man, bro. I mean, if he just keep his head clear, keep his head clean, keep his nose clean, if you know what I mean, man, that boy a bad man. I don't see many people at that division. I'm maybe even slightly favoring him towards Plant. I'm gonna be 100, bro. I got a lot of respect for David Benavidez. All he got to do is keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Chin Smoke. Good morning, Chin Smoke. What's up, fam? Bam. Good morning to you, man. Good morning to you. My man say it's Vasyl with 2 L's. All right, that's the one. Hey, bro, that's the new one then, because I ain't even used that one. It's Vasyl with 2 L's. I thought they had an E on the end. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, this is becoming a Rubik's Cube, man. Like, bro, which one of these names is the real deal? Is it Vasyl, Vasily, Vaseline, Valvoline? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? Vasyl. Vasily. Oh, okay. Vasily. So it's Vasily. So Life with Adrian is in the camp of the Vasily one. It's Vasily. I tell you, man, can we just call him V for short? If he don't want to speak English, then he don't fight in the U.S. Simple. And that's what hurt his star power more than anything. When he got here, barely wanting to speak English, barely really wanting to engage with the American audience. And that's the thing, the American audience, one thing I got to give credit to the American boxing fan. Y'all really embraced Vasyl Lomachenko. We really embraced this. For a man who barely speaks English, barely spent any time with you, barely wanted to sit. He sat down with not one YouTuber that I can ever recall. You know what I mean? He didn't come to the little people. You know what I mean? Y'all showed this man an abundance of love unlike you've never seen, including the boxing media. And I ain't taking nothing from Vasyl Lomachenko. He's a good fighter, very good fighter. But I'm saying the embracing of Vasyl Lomachenko was beyond this world, champ. I mean, Slim, y'all was treating this man like he barely did anything. They hyping this man. Man, I tell you, I hope that hype train don't surround Teo like that, because I really want to keep believing that Teo is the real deal. I watch a lot of Shakur fights. You do the same. He's open to counters all day long. A real champion would do that and watch his last fight again. So you don't think he's ready? You don't think he's ready? He's open for counters. I mean, I wonder if Shakur Stevenson would play Matador against Vasyl Lomachenko. He would do the same as probably Teofimo, lure him into traps, lure him into the inside, make it think like it's welcoming to come on the inside, and then give him some. I just don't know, like you said earlier, someone said earlier, I don't know if Shakur has the power to push Vasyl Lomachenko out his house. Teo had the power to get Vasyl out of his house. Vasyl couldn't come in there and get too comfortable. He had to get in there, handle his business, or try and get the hell out of Dodge. I don't know if Shakur has that honest type power that will keep Loma that honest, especially all the way down to the 8th round. So different schematics will play. I think we'll get a different kind of fight between Shakur Stevenson and Vasily Lomachenko all day. Haney offering Teo $1.5 million with stipulations to promote him on DHP and DAZN. Exactly. Oh yeah, he got options. There's options in that contract. But hey, Teo, you better watch yourself, champ. You better have a magnifying glass when you're reading that contract, man. You know what I mean? Like one of them Sherlock Holmes junks. You know what I mean? You need to be at the bottom of that junk. Like, hold on. What's that little black line down there? What them words say right there? Options. What is he talking about? Options. No, they're not going to do that against Teo. I don't see it. At least they better not. They're not going to do that against Teo. For one, Bob Arum wouldn't even look their way twice. I still don't think that this fight is a guaranteed thing. I still think that Bob Arum will have other reservations for Teofimo Lopez. I mean, like I said, it's beautiful to hear Teofimo Lopez to say, hey, I want Devin Haney. But the thing is, I also heard Jose Ramirez say, I want Terrence Bud Crawford. They can say what they want all day. You know what I mean? But if Bob is going to put them together, he's going to put them together. That's just the way it's going to work. And that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Teo got some power here, though, man. As a star, when a star is born, he does come through the door with a lot of, what's that word they say in politics, of capital. He comes in with a lot of political capital. All of those belts he can demand, and on top of that, all this attention he's getting, he can start demanding certain things. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Haney can't leave the porch. All he got to offer is $1.5 million to fight on the damn app. That's all. That's all. The $1.5 million. The mystery $1.5 million. Hopefully DAZN will be on board this time around. You know what I mean? You know, so we'll see. He can't leave the porch though. You're right. So that means that Bob would have to send Teofimo over to DAZN, and they would have to pay big money. How Bob looking at them over there in the UK right now, knowing that none of them bought his fight? Sky Sports, y'all ain't buy my fight. BT Sports, y'all ain't buy Teofimo's fight. DAZN, and one, y'all didn't come calling me up about Teofimo's fight. Now you want to, I don't know. So I think Teofimo's, you know, his, like I said, I don't know what he does, but for Vasyl Lomachenko, it looks like this 130 move is inevitable. But the only thing about, now let's look at the champions just real quick. Let me look at the champions down here. I think I got them all by heart, but just to cover it to be sure. Oh man, Stormy B, man. Thank you, fam. Thank you, fam. In the cash app. Much love to you, Stormy B, man. Much love to the fam, bro. All day, man. I appreciate you, man. You already know. Yeah, I'm looking at the champions, bro, at 26. And we got WBO, we got Jamel Herring, IBF, Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz and Vasily Lomachenko. That's an easy title. I think I favor Vasily Lomachenko over Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz is a big boy for 130. That's a good fight. And politically, that fight is definitely available. At 130, the IBF champion Jojo Diaz and Vasily Lomachenko. I like it. WBC, Miguel Bechelt. Of course, we know he got Oscar Valdez. That is the main situation that I'm sure all parties involved are looking at for Vasily Lomachenko. The Miguel Bechelt versus Oscar Valdez situation. And of course, in the WBA, we got Leo Santa Cruz, who's going to be facing Gervonta Tank Davis. That fight is pretty much totally off the table for Vasyl Lomachenko. See, that's the problem with Loma. He never became that he became popular, of course, amongst his fan base and known for his skills, but he never became that name, that being an older fighter amongst a lot of kids, he never became that attractive, I don't know, that popping name. I mean, if he couldn't get all of these dudes with all of the belts that he had, it's no way he getting them without a belt. The Tank Davises, you can forget it. The Ryan Garcias, no way. So this is his best bet. I think first, I like the Miguel Bechelt situation. If he doesn't get that, to be honest with you, I like the Jojo Diaz situation. Jojo Diaz is only over there with DAZN. So, of course, Bob Arum will have to cut some sort of deal across the street. But I like the Jojo Diaz situation for him. And, of course, Shakur Stevenson. But I would prefer, now I'm seeing this, I would prefer see Shakur Stevenson go through that Jamel Herring and Carl Frampton situation first. And if he can come out on top of that situation, then maybe pivot him to Vasily Lomachenko. But Vasily Lomachenko has roads back to a title. The question is, does he want it? You got Jojo Diaz, possible fight, Miguel Berchelt, Oscar Valdez. You can get the winner of that. All of these things are possible. Of course, the Shakur Stevenson situation is very possible. So roads for Vasily Lomachenko at 130 are everywhere. They're everywhere. And he's up at 135 with a bunch of youngsters. It's time to go down. Maybe go back for another road for a world title at 130. It's never the greatest look in the world for fighters to go down when it's like they met their match. And I know the kind of fighter that Vasily Lomachenko is, he's probably sitting at home like, I want this challenge. Maybe we are all way talking out of turn. Maybe Vasily Lomachenko actually wants to stay at this weight class. Has anybody ever thought? Vasily Lomachenko has never been one to run away from a challenge. I don't think that's too far-fetched. That's not too far-fetched. I would not be surprised if Vasily Lomachenko comes out and tells the world, I would prefer to stay at 135. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. I just don't know which route he would go. With Teofimo having all the belts, and even if I just don't know what route he would go unless Teofimo vacates. And if Vasily Lomachenko shows signs of staying at 35, that could be signs that Teofimo Lopez is going to vacate. Because Bob Arum has already known what's in the works. Loma is 32, but in boxing years, he's about 38. Yeah, all day. All that wear and tear from his 918 amateur fights, you know, because he's the most gifted amateur. He's the amateur of amateurs. You know what I mean? So we know with all of those fights and the 16 fights in his pro day, you know, it's a lot of fights, a lot of wear and tear on the little body, man. You know what I mean? And his style of fighting, the way he moves, the way he uses so much. Yeah, man, it's a lot. Tired of these TikTok IG champs all day. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo, that's email champ, man. That's young Devin. Hey, Devin gonna clout chase heavy now. You can, but if you thought he was clout chasing before, man, you're gonna see Devin Haney, Teofimo videos from every corner of YouTube. Every corner of YouTube. Devin Haney, Teofimo, Devin Haney, the email, Devin Haney. You're gonna see it from every corner. This is a good thing for Devin Haney. Even if he don't get the fight, at least his name is going to be rising with a bullet because he's associating it with Teofimo. The trash talking didn't scare him or bother him. What scared him was he was at Lopez's last fight. Oh, that's what, yeah, because he climbed up in the ring. You think he got jitters from that? No, man. Oh no. I just think he started too late, man. He started way too late. He misjudged the fact that he thought he maybe grabbed 1 or 2 rounds early. And he started way too late. Just started way too late. And it was honestly, and I heard Teofimo Lopez say this, it was an arrogant strategy. It was very arrogant. For him to think that I can win this fight in 4 to 5 rounds. I can wear this kid down and beat him with just 4 or 5 rounds. That is semi-arrogant. I mean, it's confident. It's confident too. It's him believing in his skills and abilities, but it's a little arrogant. It's just a little arrogant. You know what I mean? Just a little arrogant. Good morning, D-Lo 44 Boxing. What's up, fam? Can't engage much, but I'm at work listening. It's all good. Salute to everybody out there on the grind, man. I'm about to get on mine in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Salute to D-Lo 44 Boxing, man. Salute to the fam, man. Real spill, man. Yeah, man. Zeno says Vitaly. Better add that one to the list too, champ. Add that one to the list too, man. Add that one to the list. My man, DJ Zion Love is in the building. Good morning to you, family. Good morning to you, man. I want to get all y'all up on the channel again, man. DJ Zion Love, man. If I can get Stormy on here, man. If I can get my man D-Lo on here, man. I get all y'all on here. We all chop it up, man. I would love that, man. Real spill. Ronnie Boy, what's up, man? Good morning, man. DMV homie right there. Ronnie Boy Fresh in the building. What's up, man? What's up with you? Good morning. Oh, Ron Boy Fresh. My fault. Ron Boy Fresh. I'm talking about, Devin Haney. Yeah, with 1 belt. Oh, yeah. And see, I hate what the WBC has done. They got us all arguing about who's the real champ, who ain't the real champ. This is just lame. This is the lame part of boxing that I really, really hate. You know what I mean? I hate the fact that the waters are muddied. It's almost like you're not giving these champs full credit, man. I hate the fact that here we are today now talking about franchise belts versus the real belt. What happens if Teo loses? What happens if Teo vacates all of his belts? What happens to the franchise belt then? Does it go poof, pow, be gone? Does it disappear? What happens to the franchise belt if Teo vacates? Will they give it to Devin Haney? I seriously doubt it. Will they give it to Devin Haney? What happens to this mythical unicorn of a belt? Unicorn of a belt. What happens when Teo, if he vacates? Now, we know that Top Rank wrote the WBC to have it transferred to Teo if he wins. Well, ain't nobody wrote anything on Teo's behalf or on his opponent's behalf to say, hey, you know, if Teo loses, did it transfers to us? If we're going to keep transferring this thing, then we're going to have to ask the questions of, is this this the real belt or not? Man, I hate this, man. I hate this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Devin got one belt, and it's like you really laugh at that, but it's like you can't because he actually has the traditional belt, and it's like WBC, boy, y'all terrible, man. Y'all terrible. But if I'm Devin, I drop it. I ain't paying no sanction if he ain't been recognized as no champion. You know what I'm saying? At all. Not at all, man. Harold Trim in the building. Good morning, family. Good morning. Man, how about Loma versus Gary Russell Jr.? If he wins, he could bounce back. Correct? Facts, and more facts. Thank you, Harold. I didn't even think about that. What's up? Perfect timing. Loma can't head back down to 130 and meet Gary there. The question is Gary going to do it? I think he would. I mean, Gary's always said, my last stop before I retire is back to Vasily Lomachenko. Now, though Vasily Lomachenko has been beat, I don't think that would take anything away from Gary Russell Jr. still wanting that fight. That'll be interesting. Will Bob do it is the question. Will Bob do it? You know what I'm saying? It's like my man, he knows his sports, keep calling Lopez a hype job, and he keep effing up real. He keep messing up real. I don't know what the M one. Oh, real mother. All right, I got you. He keep effing up real mother. I got you, bro. Mother fathers. Real spill. That's hey, bro. Ain't nothing hype job about Teofimo. Anybody who called Teofimo Lopez a hype job don't know boxing. This dude is not a hype job. You can't beat two back-to-back champions and be considered a hype job. That doesn't make no sense, especially after coming off a 10-month layoff. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You telling me this man could beat one champion and come back 10 months later and beat another Hall of Famer and be considered a hype job? Anybody who consider Teofimo Lopez as a hype job is just trying to kick up dust. Ain't no facts behind that whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Whatsoever. Shakur will be fighting for the vacated WBO in January. You think that Jamel Hearn is going to vacate that joint, Ron Boy? That could be possible. I was hoping not, but I understand Jamel Hearn's situation too. Jamel Hearn has been looking forward to that Carl Frampton fight forever, man. He has. He really has, man. But Shakur, like, I want that belt. I think Hearn should take the Shakur fight, man. I know the Carl Frampton fight is an international fight and everything. He should take the Shakur fight. It's a good fight. It's a good high. He's going to get a lot of press for that fight. A lot of press. A lot of American press. I mean, we're going to push. I like that fight, man. It's a real good fight right there, bro. I hope he don't vacate it, but you saying he vacated, Ron Boy Fresh is good. You know what I'm saying? It's very good. So I hope not, fam. I hope not. Duran had that problem. No English, but Duran connected with America. Loma doesn't. All day. And Loma never connected to me. He never had that. I think the American fans just was in awe of his skills and his skill set and the stuff that he was doing, but he never kicked it with us. He never cared for it. The second he went, he back on the first thing smoking to Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? It's like Manny Pacquiao. You know, at least Pacquiao once upon a time actually had a home and lived here and everything. But it's the same thing. Like Loma he never really settled in to really push himself up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He just never showed the American fans like no love, but y'all loved him. Y'all loved him. I mean, I never seen him on YouTube. I never seen him on Facebook. I never seen him on Instagram, on no one show, on his most avid supporter that big up, that buys his merchandise, that buys all of his fights. He didn't send you a letter. Nothing. Salute to Teofimo and Teo Sr. These new gen boxes and a lot of these modern today boxes, they're starting to realize I got to go to the ground. I got to go to the fans. Vasyl Lomachenko never bothered to do it in all of these years. In all of these years. So how long is it going to be before I get a comment that say, well, Crawford never did it? How long is it going to be? Haney versus Loma winner gets a shot at Teo. Haney versus Loma winner gets a shot at Teo. I like that. I like that. I like to see Haney get the Loma fight. But I don't think that with the schematics that we just saw in the Teofimo situation and the length and the power, Devin Haney is going to be a big no-no right now until some more questions get answered for Vasily Lomachenko. Is he getting old, fam? I noticed no one said that. No one has said that because we dumped on Erislandy Lara when his legs went. We dumped, and he's now a phone booth fighter. Well, Vasily Lomachenko, in my opinion, some say, well, he's never fought that way. He's never fought that way. He's never taken that much time off in a fight. Could age be coming in play? No one is mentioning that because y'all still see him as this mythical boxing god. No one sees him as a man yet. A lot of the Lomachenko fan base, y'all don't see him as a man. He bleeds. Y'all don't see him as a man. So my question is, was it age? The next fight will tell. If Lomachenko goes into his next fight, taking 7-8 rounds off, the man is aging. His legs are disappearing. So that's the question. That's something that we need to keep our eye on. It just could be the matrix is truly declining. Maybe it was a superior game plan from Teofimo Lopez, but it could be that he is just declining. And if he is declining, then his margins and him going in there with these young boys, even at 130, it's going to show. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Loma will be right back into a title fight. He got many roads, man. He got many roads. Politically, it looks good for him at 130 pounds with all champions involved. Politically, fam, know this. It looks great for Vasyl Lomachenko at 130 pounds. He can fight any of them. He can fight any of them. It can all be lined up. It's all about Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I got my brother in the building. What's up, man? Good morning to you. Lawrence Williams, the man with the plan right there. Everybody that hears the sound of my voice, check out Lawrence Williams. That is a boxing encyclopedia right there if I ever seen one, champion. Good morning to you, Lawrence. What's up, man? What's up with you, man? Yes, sir, man. Stormy B-Man says, anytime you like at Mainman Mademan, just let me know. My email runs at the bottom of my ticker on my shows. All day. All day. Anytime you like, just let me. Oh, all day. All day. All right, will do. I'll hit you in the email when we can do that, Stormy. But man, it will be an honor and a pleasure, fam. It will be an honor and a pleasure. And I definitely am going to hit you up. You know what I'm saying? For sure. If Teo beats Haney, he doesn't get Haney's title, by the way. The franchise champion can't win the regular title. I didn't know that, fam. Are you serious? That's a new one for me, Zeno. Are you serious? I didn't know that, fam. So you mean to tell me the franchise champion can't win the regular WBC? I didn't know that, man. I knew about the transferring from the I didn't know that the franchise champion couldn't hold a regular WBC. That's a new one for me. Well, you know, who knows? You know what the crazy part is? The WBC now got many roads to eliminate that title if they want to. If they really want to do boxing right, they can take this opportunity right now and make that title go poof, pow, be gone. You can say Teo versus Devin for all the marbles, and whoever wins, that franchise belt is gone. They just hold the regular WBC. They can do that. They can do that. Of course they won't. That just makes too much sense. That takes a lot of money out of their pocket. They're not going to do it. But I'm just saying they could. They definitely could. They definitely could. The WBA regular is the oldest belt, and you see what happened to that. Zero respect all day. But the one thing, Ron Boy, I always say, the one thing about the WBA, at least, it's not a great thing, but at least you got to give them credit. They were consistent across the board. They say, hey, we're going to put a WBA super and a WBA regular in every weight class, not just two. It looks bad to have two guys holding this belt, two Canelo and Teo holding these belts, very protected, but everyone else having a regular belt, but they're considered the champ. That's what makes it so bad. You got to be consistent. Consistency will at least make this look somewhat decent. You know what I'm saying? Then again, all these damn belts, bro. Damn the franchise belt, man. Loma has a YouTube channel live in California. I didn't know that. I'll check that. I didn't know that. I'll definitely look into that, man. You know, a lot of these fighters are doing that now, man. They all getting their channels, and they should. Haney versus Teo, then Tank versus Teo. Haney versus Teo, then Tank versus Teo, then defended a couple times on national TV and then move up. How about, you know what? Because the way things are moving, it looked like, okay, we got Tank and Leo. The winner of Tank and Leo go see the winner of Ryan and Luke Campbell. That's the way I think that's going to map out. And Devin Haney and Teo in the meantime can clean that up. And the winner of both sides come out and make it happen. That would be good. Hey, I ain't knocking that. That's wishful thinking, but that all should happen. If not, Teo goes and take the undisputed guy at 140. I mean, yo, those are some good roads, man. Those are some damn good roads, bro. Those are some damn good roads. Good morning to Breeze Boxing in the building. What's up, fam? Good morning to you, man. Good morning to you, man. Lawrence Williams, salute. I just subscribed all day, all day. You're going to enjoy that channel, fam. You're going to definitely enjoy that channel. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. Oh, hold on. The WBC is nothing but the WBA regular. You right. And the WBA regular is the real deal. That's crazy. These sanctioning bodies then found a way to diminish the real belts and have basically had them replaced. Wow. WBC seen the WBA doing it, and they say, what are we waiting for? You know what I'm saying? Zeno says, yeah, man. I also learned it yesterday on Hardline Boxing Talk Live. Yeah, the regular title gets vacated if the franchise champ beat the regular champ. See what they trying to do. Wow. So instead of phasing out the franchise, it's like they trying to phase out the regular. I did not know that, man. That's stupid, man. That's confusing, bro. It's just too much, man. Just too much, bro. For protection, man. You know, just too much. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. My brother Lopez ain't no joke. I always said that he is the best out of all the youngsters because he got that equalizer with skills and a brain, Mike. He knows how to think in the ring. That's a triple threat. This kid gonna be a problem for some time. I'm telling you right now, even at 140, this kid gonna be a problem for some time. This kid gonna be a problem for some time. All right, let me wrap this up, fam. I just want to say, Vasyl Lomachenko, his roads are still there. Many roads to a title fight at 130, at 35, maybe not so much. The best thing for him at 135, in my opinion, right now, he will be playing the rebuilding game. The youngsters will be playing keep away from Vasyl Lomachenko, I think. The only one who may welcome a fight with him is Devin Haney. And that's because Devin knows, oh, I got the advantage over this guy. The blueprint is there now. So Devin Haney may be the only one, and that's probably a long shot. That's only if Vasyl Lomachenko want to make 1.5, get options put on him, got to go through the loops and the hoops and the troops that happen over there. But if he's willing to do that, cool. But if not, 130, I believe, is the best place for Vasyl Lomachenko. Make your way through the Miguel Burchell situation. If that don't work out for you, make your way to the Shakur Stevenson. Make your way to the JoJo Diaz situation. And if that don't work out, then Shakur Stevenson. But either way, his roads are plentiful at 130 pounds. A couple more than we out of here, fam. A couple more than we out of here. Ron Boy Fresh says, how is the winner at 130 fighting for a 135-pound belt if neither is the super champion at 135? Nah, yeah, that's crazy, fam. And the crazy part is, right, I'm still trying to figure out how that's going to work out, Ron Boy. Let's say if Tank come into this fight and he missed weight. He missed the 130-pound weight. You telling me that Leo Santa Cruz will then get to keep his title and just Tank's title will be on the line? The WBA regular will be on the line. I mean, I don't know how that's going to even work out. You know what I mean? So, and then if Tank wins, he got to decide which one he keeps, which one he drops. Bro, that's stupid. That's stupid. I just hope that if Tank miss weight, bro, only his belt won't be on the line, man. That's crazy. We Be Crooks want all the sanctioning fees. They have the wood belt. They have the platinum belt. They have the green, the red, the orange belt. They have the weed belt. They have the CBD belt. You know what I mean? They got the COVID-19 belt. They have belts for every occasion, every holiday, all of our birthdays. They have a belt for every single occasion. Sickening. You know what I mean? Money make the world go round. You need to do an explanation video on the franchise belt like you did for the horsehair gloves. Absolutely. Hip Hop Underworld, say less. We can do that. I would enjoy doing it, actually. We can definitely do that. I think I will look into doing that, bro. This franchise thing needs to be crystal clear because I just learned something new about it thanks to my man Zeno. I never knew that. I truly never knew that. So I will do that, man. I will go through it and we'll see what we can come up with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right on point. They trying to make the franchise title credible by phasing out the regular. Wow. Wow. Did not know that. Learn something new every day. You did not know that. That's crazy. That is real. You want to phase out the regular belt for a belt that has no mandatories. No man. So what happened? They're going to have to change the rules as they go with this belt? Because there's already been one rule change, and that's the transferring of it. So what's the next one? You're going to okay the mandatories only in certain situations? I've heard some folks talk about it being equal. No, you can't do the pick and choose game. We don't do the pick and choose game. You know, I hate the fact, and I get it. A lot of fans want to see if you got a unified champion, a guy with 2-3 belts. Of course, you don't want to see him fighting some unknown dude. But how you feel if you that unknown dude who done worked his ass off for the last 10 years to get through the rankings? You ain't got the top promoter like everybody else got. You ain't got the network deals, but you've been working your ass off. Your record is 22-0 with 19 knockouts. And you've been working you ain't fought no one. But this guy got the WBC franchise belt. You don't know when you're going to get a fight. You don't know when you're going to. And now they can say, oh, he doesn't have to fight him. You don't know when that. You done worked your ass off for 10 years to get to this one position. And then they telling you can't have it. That's messed up. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. Y'all, we always overlook these little dudes, man. They work hard too, bro. And a lot of them a lot of them are hooked up. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you see a lot of number one contenders with records like 11-0. You be like, huh? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, those who work their ass off, man, come on, man. They picking and choosing and they robbing a lot of people at their moments, man. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We always had a ranking system for a reason. So everyone can get their shot if they've been working their ass off. Not get to the top and get cheated and get short. I don't like that. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? You will get Haney versus Teofimo at 135. Combrosos is not accepting step aside. Haney versus Teofimo at 135. You think so? I mean, with Teofimo's situation, if he want to make Haney go away, he can. I hope we do get it. I'm not opposed to that fight. I'm not opposed to that fight one bit whatsoever. I mean, Haney can't also be just like overlooking Gamboa like that. I mean, something can go wrong in that fight. This has been a crazy 2020 year. Ain't nothing guaranteed. Nothing, fam. Nothing. Not Bud's fight, not Earl's fight. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing. This is a crazy year. We don't know what's going on. This is the twilight zone we living in. We are living in a twilight zone. So anything is possible, including this franchise champion becoming the actual belt. That's possible too, because it's Twilight Zone. I'm gonna get out of here, fam. Much love to the fam, man. Oh, Breeze Boxing, good question. Is Teofimo Lopez pound for pound? You know what? I did a pound for pound rankings yesterday. I posted it on my channel. Y'all can check the little post tab. I mean the community tab, and I list my top 9. The 10th spot can go to anyone you like. You know what I mean? I placed Teofimo Lopez at number 8. Where I came out at is at number 8. And people say, man, how do you say this? He just beat a top 5 pound for pound fighter because he wasn't even nowhere near the list at first. He wasn't nowhere near it. He got splashed in there. But everyone that I put above him has been fighters that have moved up in weight and showed success at moving up in weight. Teofimo has yet to check that box. So he moves from not even being in the conversation, no one even thinking about Teo young ass, you know what I mean, to being in the top 10. That's a drastic move. I cannot put him in there above a Charlo. I cannot put him in there above a Earl. I cannot put him in there above a Monster. I cannot put him in there above a Bud. But he does enter my top 10 at number 8. And that's a hell of a lot to say for a 23-year-old fighter who just 7 to 8 months ago, I barely was checking for. Real spill. Salute to La D, the queen. Good morning to you, La. Good morning, man. Hope you're catching me on the playback. You know, I'm about to get up out of here, queen. And I hope everybody out here have a blessed day today. Stay stressed and sucker free. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is. We be up on here for We Talking Boxing on Thursday night, man. Salute to everybody. Salute to the entire fam, man. Y'all have a blessed day out there. And remember, man, The devil is omnipresent everywhere at the same time, coming to ruin your life, your day, your marriage, your kids' lives, everything that you've built, your career, your success, your entrepreneur endeavors. He coming to ruin it all. Don't let it happen. Knock his ass out. And do me a favor, rock the bells on the way out. Thumbs up on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in. Much love to you all. Have a blessed day. I catch up with y'all real soon, all right? To the next video, man. Peace out.